Hey there, let's play Countryle for October 18th. And as many of you did today, I opened up Countryle and saw something different. It says there is no planet B, hashtag 10 days against climate change. So I clicked for more info. And that took me to Countryl's Twitter, where they're explaining that for the next 10 days, they're going to have a slight change to the game for awareness regarding climate change. It says the 24th of October is the International Day of Climate Action, and we wanted to join the call by transforming the game a bit for 10 days. So they added, I'll scroll down so you can see, different variables. Don't need to see the replies, they were not very nice. CO2 emissions and percent of renewable energies as two of the clues. And they will be doing that through the 27th. So that should make the game kind of interesting because I don't know much about that typically. But that should be kind of interesting. It's good to raise awareness of climate change. I think a lot of people are aware of climate change, but it never hurts to highlight the impending disaster, I suppose. It is scary. Also, in this thread, somebody asked about the repeating countries, and they said, yeah, the list reset recently, and now you shouldn't see repeats again until they get through the whole list. So I guess we got to the end of the list, and it reset, and that's why we're getting repeats, but that's good to know. So let's try this out. Yesterday's country was Thailand. Okay, so we have the amount of emitted CO2. So the country we need is more than 267.1 thousand kilotons and fewer than 24% renewable energies. It's also cooler than Thailand and West. So not having the population and what's the other one? It's population and see, I've already forgotten what the other clue is. I'm already into this. Anyway, not having the population clue could be challenging, but I have the feeling that the point here is the higher CO2 emissions would relate to both population and development. So I'm guessing this country has a fairly high population, but is less developed because they only have less than 24% of their energy from renewable sources. So we're probably not looking at a Western European country because a lot of them are, well, I shouldn't say that. There are a lot of European countries who are working very hard to use renewables for more and more of their energy production. I'm thinking about Germany, and I think Denmark and the Netherlands have been working really hard on that. I don't know about some of the others. I don't mean to single anybody out. The United States certainly is not high on the list of countries that's doing a good job, so there's no competition here, but it's interesting to think about it. So well, let's see. We want to go. Oh, we're actually staying in Asia, so we aren't going to Europe, but that was a good thought anyway. West of Thailand in Asia. I don't know if 267,000 kilotons of emitted CO2 is high. Like, I don't know what the range is, so it'll be interesting to see what's higher than that. Let's try how about Iran? Let's just see where that takes us. Okay, Iran has... Wait, how can it be lower than 0%? What? Okay, it's warmer than Iran, south, and has... Okay, Iran has less CO2 emission, but no renewable energy? That seems surprising to me. I guess they're not that concerned about energy so much as they are about whether women cover their hair. Oh, I said Iran and I typed Iraq. Forgive me. Iraq has plenty of its own problems and not all of their own making, that's for sure. Okay, that's less surprising. Sorry about that. I thought Iran and apparently typed Iraq. Oh, my apologies. That was terrible. Let's see. South of Iraq. So, hmm. Yeah, not having the population clue is a little bit tough. Um, it's an interesting challenge. I like it. It's educational. I'm learning a lot already. Uh, Now I'm all discombobulated. South of Iraq. Okay. How about Saudi Arabia? Ah, perfect. Okay, so let's look at what their stats are here. 500 and, oops. 523.8 thousand kilotons of emitted CO2 and 0% from renewable energies. I suppose that's not terribly surprising given that it's a oil-based economy that they wouldn't be so into the solar and wind, although I'm sure that solar and wind would work quite well given how much sunlight they get there, and it's probably pretty windy in the desert. They got lots of open space. It's interesting. I again don't know. Actually, let's look up what the US's CO2 emissions are, because I would like a basis of comparison for tomorrow. Okay, so I found this data from the World Bank. This could be quite useful. I have the feeling this is where Countryle is drawing its information from. And it's CO2 emissions in kilotons. And the United States, 4,817,720,000 kilotons of CO2. That's a lot. And here you actually have an entire alphabetical list of all of the countries and the most recent value known, which looks like they're from 2019, most of them. So if we go down to Saudi Arabia, you can see that's the number on the Countryle. So this is interesting. Here, Russia, 1.7 million. Interested in China. I'm just trying to get an idea of like what's a lot. China, 10.7 million. So compared to the United States, which was what, 4.8 million, is more than twice the amount of CO2 emissions, but they have what? 6 times the population almost. So take from that what you will. But yeah, that's super interesting. I'll put this link in the description if you want to take a look at this website that I just found. But it's official stuff. It's the World Bank, so it's good data. Anyway, this was a bit longer than usual, but that was because of this very interesting campaign that Countryle is doing. Let me know what you think of this challenge and how you did today, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Countryle. Bye for now.